All right, kids, let's come back together. And now that we're done exploring with our shapes, I want to talk to you about a few terms that we're going to need to know to understand about classifying. And the first thing is, who knows what classifying is? Those are some good ideas. Let me tell you, classifying is when we just put similar objects into one group. And so we're going to find similar objects and put them in a group. What about sorting? Yeah, those are some good. Sorting is also very similar to classifying. When we're using these terms in math, we are going to say that classifying and sorting is the same thing. So if you know how to classify, you're putting the similar objects together. I want to show you a video that just helps you understand a little bit. It's a song, it won't take long, and it's real catchy, and it'll help you understand a little bit more about classifying things. All right. Okay, so the video talked about, or the song talked about how we can sort things, how we can put them together. We can put them together by size. We can put them together in groups of similar shapes, like we have circles and squares, triangles, so we can do that by shape. We can also do it by colors, which we're going to get to in a little bit. We're going to do a fun activity with M&Ms that you get to do. So maybe I shouldn't leave that on there because it's going to make you hungry. When we put these into categories, like our song, it showed 3 circles. And each of those circles had similar objects. So we were classifying or sorting them. And if you get all the circles and you put them in one spot, do you know what that's called? What are you making? You are making a category. So every time we make a group, say we have circles, squares, and triangles, each of those are a category that then we can look at. We can count how many squares are in that group, that similar group, and then we can also sort by counting. So this is what we're going to do some practice here. I want you to partner up. I'm going to show you, well, first let me show you a couple things. Then I'm going to have you get a shoulder partner to just talk with about something. Okay, so we talked about shapes. We're going to organize some groups. We're going to classify some groups, and we're going to use shapes. So I have well, not just shapes. Actually, specifically, we're going to use counting the sides. How many sides, and group them by how many sides each shape has. So say my triangle here, how many sides are on this triangle? Can you help me count? So 1, 2, 3. We have 3 sides. So 3 sides, this will go in a group all its own. So it has 3 sides. So any shape that I find today in our big group of shapes, any shape that has 3 sides is going to go right there. Now, what about a square? How many knows how many sides a square has? It has 4 sides, right? So anytime there is a 4-sided shape, you're going to put it in a category. Now, I'm going to try and trick you. How many sides does a circle have? You're right, a circle has no sides. So if the shape has no sides, it's going to go on another group or category. So that's what we're going to do. The fun thing I was telling you about is we are going to get to do an M&M count. And so I have some bigger M&Ms here that I want to show you first. We're going to sort by color by yourself. If you need help and you want to have a partner, you can do this as a partner group. So partner up and you can take this. I'm going to show you here what we're going to do here is we're going to look at this. I want you to take your bag of M&Ms and I want you to count. First, I want you to think, I wonder how many M&Ms are in this bag. And I want you to make a guess or an estimation of how many M&Ms. And I want you to write it on your sheet. Everybody's going to get a sheet just like what I have on the board here. And at the end, we're going to come back together and we're going to do an activity on the smartboard to show exactly what we found out. So we're going to estimate, write that down. You're going to count the M&Ms in your bag before you start doing anything. Count them, put that number there. And then you're going to graph your M&Ms by color. So say I get a blue M&M. You're going to put that, get your blue crayon out, and you're going to make a blue M&M. 1. Then if say I get okay, my next M&M is a red one. I'm going to pull out a red crayon and I'm going to mark it on my graph. So we're going to try and do this. I'm going to be walking around the room as you do it, and I'll be watching and I can help you as you need help. After that, then we're going to go to a website. I have it on your Chromebooks, and you're going to do an activity by yourself on the Chromebook, and it's an education program on sorting, and it'll help you sort objects and then count them. So I'm excited to walk around and see how well you understand categorizing, classifying, sorting all these objects. So right now, you're going to get your sheet of paper, and you're going to go find a buddy, and I've got bags of M&Ms for you so that you can do your sorting and counting, and we'll come back together on the carpet when you're done. Thanks.